This is a battle with swords, not some fist fight. As long as one of us is still breathing, then this fight's not over.
Hey everyone, this is Armored, and today I want to cover two fights. And the first one, it is with HNB going up against Apex. And everyone knows that Apex is one of the strongest teams in the game, and I do not need to introduce them. Their leader saved me. He is one of the strongest players in the game. Then they have Danny Lee, Cassandra, and Teddy Boy. So a lot of strong players. These are some of the ones that came to my mind. Then you have Kiroshi, FHLNZ, and a number of other strong whales are also there. And HNB, of course, they are the rivals of Apex, and Apex do not need an introduction as well. So both teams, they always fight each other like crazy. They always fight a lot, and they always fight crazy. So in the start, so this one coverage is from the last Genesis War, and first the space was created by HNB, and they pushed towards Apex side. The reason for this was so that they can get the zombies in the middle easily, and then they also can secure the big buffs for their bigger players. So this is a strategy that is being utilized by top teams. First of all, they create space through the field battles. They push back the opponents, and so that they can take over these super weapons. So super weapons are extremely important in this game, and securing super weapons, it gives you a number of, what can I say, a lot of advantage in the battlefield, and this advantage has to be secured. So just for everyone's sake, everyone wants to see what kind of saved me is having a vehicle. So he's already at 22. This was from the last time, so now his vehicles have improved a lot. So I think maybe Save Me, Pooh, then Hans, and Coco Bongo. They are the ones who are having the strongest vehicles right now. So right now you can see the middle has been secured, and Apex are trying to get back and push on to HNB and secure some of the buffs from themselves, but I think they're quite late. One more thing is that Genesis War is just fighting for 1 hour, and sometimes it is 90 minutes in the evening. So for the developers, I think they should increase the speed of the, I think, squads. The rally has been reduced by half the time, but the squad's movement speed, they should also be increased. This is just my opinion, and of course, if they want to do it or not, it is up to them. So this is the phase 1 of the battlefield. Right now you can see the marker was not released at that time, and Apex were trying to push on and secure some zombies, but HNB, the whales, they were securing their area. The one big mistake that Apex made, they were quite late. Like, you have to assemble like 15 or 20 minutes before in these top islands. So they were not there, and HNB were able to push on together with 4K and secure all these big buffs. So watch these fights from Genesis War, and then I will tell you the story about the one fight that took place in this Genesis War that was between HNB and Apex again, and this time Boon was with Apex. So a very strong union was formed between the two alliances, and HNB of course fought valiantly to secure their what can I say, points, their center, and most of all, they denied them any point. Like, they were at 0. And in the higher islands, I think the developers, they need to improve the quality of the game. Like, by quality, I mean the network is very poor. You are giving commands to your squads, and they are moving after 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds. So this is not the way this game should be played. If people are investing a lot of money into this game, then you should provide the services accordingly. But the services are not provided accordingly. The services are quite terrible. They're just trying to milk money of these guys right now. And of course, this is my opinion, and everyone can agree or disagree with them, but this is just my observation. So back to watch some of these fights, and then I will guide you through the next portion of Genesis War. Right. So I'm back with the coverage of this week's Genesis War in the G4. So one thing I want to add before I explain what is going on. So this time HNB was up against Apex, and then we had Boon also. But we had the had a couple of players move in from region 193 with us, and they were, I think they are one of the most not most, they are one of the strongest mid-tier alliances, and they are quite, they're absolute unit. Like, they are extremely good fighters. You should check them out, and for those who are seeking new alliances, they should also see this alliance. So this is just my opinion that these guys are very good, and I have covered them in one of my videos, which is the A-tier list of alliances. So basically in this G4 war, it was a complete shutout. Like, by shutout I mean Apex and Boon, they were both unable to secure even a single point. The center, the defense stations, all the defense stations, and then the signs up, they all went to HNB, and they stayed with HNB throughout the war. And it was basically a 3 versus 1. Like, they had the services of Boon, then they had the services of Apex, and lastly they had the Russian alliance. And of course, you all know that all the Russian support saved me because he's from the same country. One of the biggest issues with this coverage is that this game was lagging like hell. Even sending out troops was a big problem. Like, I tried to join the rallies multiple times. I tried to send troops to defense stations multiple times, but it would not move. I do not know why this was happening. And because of that, I lost a couple of points, and I was not able to participate as much as I could. And you all know Mr. Save Me. He kept rallying. He kept trying to hit the defense station again and again and again, and he was not able to secure any objective, right? So none of the objectives was secured by the alliance Apex, although Apex is one of the strongest alliances, and they have one of the strongest players in the game as well. Like, once you get hit by someone like Teddy Boy, Danny D, Save Me, Cassandra, like, these guys are heavy hitters. Once you get hit by them, you feel the pain, and you cannot even rub this pain away. So these guys are that strong. So a number of adventures were made by HNB, of course, to divert the attention and divert the players of Apex towards different sides. And Apex, I would say that I have to appreciate these guys, because they showed up and they tried to fight, and they did put up a hell of a show. But I do not know. There was something missing. Like, Save Me was invading region 222. He was invading region 555. He was there helping out, and once he was helping out 555, after that he was invading 222. and he was wasting a lot of resources, ports, migration, all the stuff was going on before and during this fight. So he was not, probably not as loaded with resources as he should have been. And like, he did put up a great fight. You do not need to explain how he fights. He's very strong. Like, his armaments, his vehicles, everything is loaded up top to bottom. And his arena, I think that is around 80 million and plus might. So of course this guy is really strong. Maxed out equipment, parts, and whatever you want to say. So enjoy the some of the fights that are going on, and a lot of lag was going on. The squads, they stopped moving, like I could not join rallies and different stuff that was going on throughout the fight. So just enjoy the fights, guys, and have a good day.